in a matchup that we'll see if Abyss is able to kind of weather the storm that Jacqui's about to throw at him here. Has some good anti-air buttons. We'll see how Abyss approaches it.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a storm, and Noob Saibot's got a lot of, full screen presence, the ability to kind of teleport, the auto track at any point, but of course, it is very, very risky, so Jacqui can easily bait those things out. Big super jump over the other side, and Abyss challenging here, not sure what Hijinx was going for afterward, possibly a poke of his own. Here goes that down blast. Good, well, I was going to say good patience until he got hit by that down one check here.
Yeah, he's actually been really patient out of the gate so far, has Abyss, and it's netted him an awful lot of damage. Has been one or two solid reads, and he's done a couple of things. He's played this nice and slow. Now that he has a health lead, right? But early on, he was actually a little bit more aggressive and just trying to close the gap and get into a range where he can potentially set up a whiff punish. He's played this so smart early on, and he just got the tech. Oh my goodness.
Very, very late tech. Now you gotta watch out for that Noob Saibot anti-air projectile there. You can just see Jacqui getting sniped, no problem. And look at the versatility of low slide here. I mean, if you don't have that move equipped for your Noob Saibot build out, you're missing out on a lot of, just, I wouldn't want to say easy damage, but, very convenient damage.
Oh, speaking of convenient damage, there's 365 for you here, and this is control for Abyss, guessing wrong on the staggers that could come off the 1-1s, and even has the reversal up shadow. Abyss ready for the upgraded matchup, it looks like, but all she needs is one here.
Did you just see her go through that clone into the sky? Gets the forward throw. Abyss holding on a block a little too strongly, a little too much for dear life here. Don't want to get opened up by Jacqui. No. The combo potential is insane. Beautiful. Oh! Okay. So that one's tricky there because instead of going with the usual overhead,
there's opportunities, and on top of that, you also need a little bit of magic as far as making some solid reads. And you're just ready for it, and there's a read gone bad just to start off this round, and now it's a completely different match, Arma, because he's starting from the halfway point. He's almost already halfway dead.
Oh no, read gone bad.
Just stop that entire thought in its tracks as Jacqui lands a hit. There's some damage.
Yeah, easily some damage. All right, Jacqui swinging Abyss going back to being really, really patient. She super jumps out of there, and he just kind of walks up to her and goes for the back throw. That kind of tells you that Hijinx is just so committed to blocking. But oh man, look at this damage potential. Trying to, I guess he thought that a breakaway was coming, so he was trying to set up the goop on his landing for the breakaway. But didn't call it out quite right, but able to kind of recover from that. He didn't have to commit too hard to some things, didn't have any kind of crazy recovery on some moves of the call out. So definitely a good adjustment. Oh no. Now he's being a little too impatient.
What a position here for Abyss as well, and this is where he was able to kind of nuke Hijinx's health bar back and got an awkward trade there with the up shadow here. Hijinx wanting to close that gap. Abyss makes another huge read, was definitely feeling with the health lead. This is going to come back to bite him here. Might pay the iron price for that mistake. Another dot damage on the ground. Hijinx towards the throw, but Jacqui going 20 feet backwards after the whip. Resets neutral here. Scary. Hijinx jumped himself into the corner right there. 2 for 2 on that arm with the up shadow. This is nuts.
Yeah, really, really good move to hit on reversal, and you can definitely tell Abyss knows the matchup. Hold him back. Yeah. I feel like there have been barely any throws coming at it from Hijinx. Oh, as soon as I said that, he goes for the throw. Back
I'm not gonna lie though, Arma. I was about to say the same exact thing, that eventually a throw happened.
And a huge combo punish from Hijinx. So that, I feel like, morally destroyed Abyss there in that last game.
Yeah, ooh, lucky to get whiff punished on that one there. Sneaky recovery of Noob Saibot of his own, and tried to do the same thing in game number 1, checking that recovery with the 1-1. Just a little late, and he overcommitted. May have heard a sound cue that tempted him to do the teleport, and now it's life alert from this, and he was getting even more aggressive, trying to wake up with the buttons. Hijinx knocking on the door right now, those buttons, and I'm shocked that Abyss is still getting really aggressive with those swings right there. Just trying to, make Hijinx think a little bit before getting aggressive himself. Back to the ball, we're gonna see the bombs. No, another huge read. Abyss just bets another one. I'm loving it. Keep going to drop the combo here. Something's gotta change.
huge dropped opportunity there. That could have been the momentum shift of a lifetime there. Could have been his game or his round entirely, even though he had a huge life deficit. Right now he's finding himself in a bad spot. Forward throw, going to keep the corner positioning. Decides to throw all caution to the wind, jump in on the wake up, and what a duck here from Jacqui, getting under that high and able to trigger that crushing blow for a lot of damage. Continues this onslaught, but the air-to-air going for Noob Saibot of this option selecting that teleport just in case it does make that contact on hit.
Arma, I honestly cannot tell. Oh my goodness, the tectonic shift in how the matches have gone from game number 1 to this game number 3 as this fatal blow looks like it might be enough on the roundhouse for Hijinx to secure the 2-1 lead. How solid and how slow-paced was game number 1, right, in comparison to that offensive check our chat? Real quick.
Okay, yeah.
So, thank you on that. We're going to get back into game number 4 here, and it's Abyss who has not, you know what, had his pedal to the metal during last game and has decided not to take it off here. Loving the aggression already early on, and getting really aggressive with these shadows that have cost him before. And here we go. Hijinx just needing the one. The dot damage is on. The pressure is on. I feel like this entire match has happened right here in the right side corner, which is insanity. Such a high-paced matchup. Guessing wrong on the 1-1 as well. No conversion for Abyss, who's trying to take it, and no up shadow reaction. Missed the input on that one. Hijinx can, off of one hit, make this comeback happen. We've seen miracles happen before, ladies and gentlemen. With the throw. Checking the lumbar. Oh, with both legs. Patience just misses the punish on the roll right there, and Abyss has been crisp on those anti-cross-up, leap-up shadows. So smooth. Beautiful. Has a great position here, too. Can we get a game 5 out of the gate, chat? Can we get a game 5 out of the gate? Oh, I'm so excited. Let's see if we can get there. Another savage swing by Abyss, just making the right read in the pressure of Jacqui. Sometimes that's all you need, ladies and gentlemen. It's just waiting for her to stagger, be right, and then swing yourself. One of the big options to have against her. There aren't many options. I'm not going to sit here and tell you there's a billion, but that's one way to approach this, and Abyss has done really well. The pressure is still on, though. Making a wrong read there. Lucky that Hijinx only committed to the down 1 and pressure and gonna get a punish to the throw attempt. All of that early conditioning by Abyss is paying off right there. Definitely got him the throw, and he has been blocking all of this pressure out throughout the entire round. Even got him with the up shadow. Abyss is on one shadow from setting us to a game 5 right there. Can you guys tell I'm hype right there? Both of these players
or better. Character staying pretty much the same here, so let's see what kind of setting are we going to be seeing in, what kind of character are we going to be seeing in our winners finals for tonight. Now, I'm seeing a lot of slow pace here. Reminds me a lot of game number 1, Mr. Aquaman.
Yeah, that's right. These guys are, you know, now that they know they both only have 1 life to live. Oh my goodness. You know what, let me just stop that trade in its tracks as well. As we start off with 2 haymakers here in a game number 5. 300 damage plus for each to start us off here, both completely neutral. This finding himself away from the corner here. Hijinx with his back, and neutral's completely reset here back to mid-screen. Really smart early cancel by Hijinx to avoid the up shadow. See how that mind game progresses here. Big damage, full screen for Abyss. And I like that. Those early oozes to bait out those up shadows. Good mind games being played here. Just kind of walking
through there.
Right there. That was scary, Arma.
Lots of mids coming your way from Jacqui. She definitely has, you know, some of the best in that department. Very, very good moves to challenge with, not only because of how fast they are, but the reward that she gets for it. Able to confirm here into Fatal Blow, and I definitely agree with that. Use the resource, get the round when you can. Only 1 round left to go for Hijinx. Abyss, you gotta kick it into high gear, man. You gotta do it right here, right now. Next 2 rounds gotta go for you. Just trying to get Jacqui to do something here. He's kind of like faking some kind of movement. I think he's trying to bait out Jacqui into super jumping so he can hit her with the anti-air, but this time able to challenge at the perfect opportunity, confirming into the teleport, and there we go, not dropping the combo. Good damage, man, 43%. And hey, remember on Jacqui, that's a little bit more. She does have a little bit less health. Does get the back throw. Good Oki for Jacqui's position here. And just straight flossing.
And with that kind of health lead, this throw not the worst thing to eat. Yeah, these throws for Abyss right now, he's like, you know what, I'm perfectly content with eating these. He's off his fatal blow. Yeah, she's gonna do some big unbreakable damage if I'm wrong. 1 away from taking it, and he's all on top of that, Arma. This has been a no-fly zone as we go to final round, game 5. here in pro competition, NA East. This is just the first match of the night, ladies and gentlemen. There's West on top of this. Tons of Mortal Kombat.
Oh yeah, there's so much. This is literally the first set of many. And Hijinx going right into it. Hijinx overcommitting here, not anticipating that forward roll. And because of that, the recovery ended to his demise, but able to challenge here with some forward 3 action. The mids for days coming out of Jacqui. And Abyss trying to calm down, trying to, set the tone to his favor, trying to relax, trying to get Jacqui to super jump on Hijinx. Not biting, never mind, he did it, but didn't get anti-aired there. Double check from both sides, does trade. Abyss trying to keep it as safe as possible, amplifying the slide, trying to get the reversal, but Jacqui not home. Jacqui not in that vicinity. Abyss just challenging, saying, I'm going out swinging.
Oh, this is where throw gets really scary. Abyss calling it out, and I can't believe that the one-up shadow in the final round was the one that whiffed here, as we're in double life territory.
Why not? Why not?
Just why not?
At that point, it would have got you the win, if not very punishable at all from that distance. Try the anti-air. This is so scary. Jacqui trying to get over the things. Oh no, Jacqui making the connection here.
I cannot believe it. There was a lot going on the screen right there. A couple of things with both players, and it was Hijinx that found himself in the position at the end to get the punish, to get the victory here, and to stay on the winner's side.
What a nail biter. What a...
100% sure who he was going to come in with, whether it be the Cetrion pick or this upgraded Jacqui that he's been using a lot as well. Every time he runs into a certain few players, Arima, we see this Jacqui, and guess what? I get to make a mental note now that this is who he either likes against FullAuto or Sindel.
I mean, right now it's not happening. Right now it's not working. This air whip.
But is it the right pick? Is the question right now.
I love the throw mix here from FullAuto, giving up the corner positioning.
Okay.
Flawless.
Darth Arma, do you remember how we just said, like, watching someone be in someone else's head? Like, that round was it. That instant jump 1 read was everything that I needed to know about FullAuto playing ridiculously tonight.
So on point, but hold on, can we turn this completely around? Tries to go for some mids to put herself at plus here, but instead FullAuto challenging perfectly with the delay wake up, tries to neutral jump, tries to get crazy, double overhead, very, very, very unsafe. So if you guys can see that combo, that is what FullAuto is risking every time he goes for that air whip, that air whip. It does hit as an overhead, so it is very tricky. She can cancel, jump in from it. So it again, but super duper risky. And MightyUnjust showing in full fashion how to do it. How's he coming back from getting flawless in this first round? Tries to use the dirty matchup, and look at that conversion.
Short-term memory, it never happened. That flawless victory in MightyUnjust's mind never happened. It didn't exist. FullAuto, it's the forward throw here. Oh, and the crushing blow on it. This is definitely doable. Fatal blow is in play. The Screamer about to play. He just reacts with the fatal blow. 1 hit to determine it all here.
Less health. She has less health, so it could be very close.
It hurts.
Yeah. No. I think she's good. I think she's good. Forward roll, getting really aggressive. The MightyUnjust doesn't want to block anything and doesn't block, or not able to block there. Looked like the MightyUnjust had no bar. Got him one more situation had he not spent it on that forward roll. But the MightyUnjust sticking with this character, and I do get it. Just a few adjustments, especially considering that he got flawless in that first round. He was able to have a good round number 2, round number 3. Cartwheel in, cartwheel out. Very tough string to deal with in terms of fighting Sindel. So always got to watch out for that. MightyUnjust converting beautifully here, 40% on the board, taken away here at that life bar, but doesn't get the punish there. Twice, Sindel just whipping that kick. I mean, but he's specifically calling out like a jump attempt, I think, or maybe he's doing a preemptive flawless a 3. Oh no. What? That was weird. Did you see like, so that's normally combos, but because he was in the time state, the last hit didn't combo, and I don't think FullAuto was even ready for that.
I don't think anyone was ready for that.
Very specific,
he went for like
weird stuff.
I like that he went for all of his mids right there, because I need to go to the profile, and there's the scream. Big damage. that 364 for it, and against a 950 character, we all of a sudden have a health lead already.
Hey, able to mix it up, get that nice reward here. Very risky stuff, but it can get you back in there. Ball is blocking from FullAuto, minimizing that chip as best as possible. Lots of mids coming here from the TheMightyUnjust. Not sure FullAuto was holding up, but he definitely was not blocking there.
Giving him a game number 1, he was perfectly comfortable with, and that goes to show the confidence in him as well. It's the game 3 here, but even you were talking about how it kind of felt like TheMightyUnjust already retook control of the set just in that last game.
Yeah. And if you look at how close game number 1 was, like it came down to the wire, one fatal blow determining it pretty much. But all right, FullAuto already looking good here, connecting that throw. TheMightyUnjust looking to block. We're going to do something. Not getting crazy. And speaking of crazy here, FullAuto throwing all caution to the wind. Says, I'm going for the overhead. This is going to 40%. This is, you know the character this is, right? I mean, you know what character this is. Love the cancel here. Yeah, something you're not going to see too often.
One hit the fatal blow. Definitely bet it all on the low right there. So scary now. Oh, that's going to do it. Random fatal blow, one neutral jump read for FullAuto. Catching the whiff of Unjust gives him another round here. This has been nice and kind of unpredictable. Good back and forth.
Yeah, the neutral jumping here. Yeah, both of them are.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
The neutral jumping here. Now, this is something I just picked up on, like what FullAuto is doing. So he's neutral jumping and hitting either the hair move, which is, I believe, neutral jump 2, or the kick. And those are two very different approaches in terms of, you know, how to whiff punish them. So the kick's going to be a little bit more stubby, but it is more plus on block, whereas the hair flip, a lot less stubby, but definitely not advantageous on block. Double overhead here, so tough to deal with. In terms of, you know, the mix or how you're comfortable. Usually people are like, oh, I blocked the jump in, it's my turn to swing.
This has been some insane mix by FullAuto so far. That one shimmy to back 3 was huge, but it's going to be fatal blow, unbreakawayable, and that's going to be the round for the TheMightyUnjust. Woo, does this character do some damage? You're never safe. You're never safe against Jacqui. You could have Sindel's, you know, size, I don't even know what size, what they get, size 9 stilettos down there, coming to knock him with the forward 4, but I'm going to hit you one time, and that's going to be the life bar. Nice anti-air by Unjust. That's something you see against Sindel. A lot of people respect that jump kick an awful lot here. And a little bit of unforbidden finish to the string. It's okay, it's safe anyway. See what the mix is going to be for Unjust. Let's the overhead rip.
Oh, good throw tech there. Able to challenge, but it looked like some kind of execution error here from the TheMightyUnjust. Doesn't get the downward blast. It converts some good damage. Also doesn't get the whiff recovery there from that jump in from Sindel. Very tough to challenge. Again, a good range of those different buttons when she does take to the air. Makes it really, really unpredictable. Nice cancel, fakes to throw. TheMightyUnjust looking to throw tech, a throw that never happened. FullAuto trying to keep Jacqui at bay, but we all know Jacqui is one leap away from making the comeback. Hits the down shot. Oh, able to block the down one. No, yeah, he had nothing.
Oh, literally the double down one.
It could happen, you know.
That's the mix-up when you implement multiple pokes into your game like that. I've been there, baby.
It's very,
but very... a different monster on the screen for Unjust, a completely different monster.
Yeah, this is a more of a passive, laid-back, you know, more zone-heavy guy. You know, Cetrion, well, she does have a really, really good teleport that can get her in, you know, instantly or away instantly. For the most part, she's going to be trying to set up, you know, some builders. Oh, beautiful, flawless block up 3 there.
That was gorgeous. FullAuto showing off here, who's on match point. TheMightyUnjust done a good job of blocking the mix-up off the jump-ins too, and I like the adjustment in the last game by FullAuto to do nothing and then throw a mix-up, and it started working. He's on chip territory here. Those kids waiting too crazy or too slow. That fatal blow's ready for Sindel. Sorry for Cetrion.
Oh, good block there. Good block from FullAuto. I mean, knowing that fatal blow does track, knowing that it was more likely going to be, you know, the route that TheMightyUnjust was going to go with, because he understood the resources that were available, understood the situation. So, again, pretty predictable here. During the tornado, restanding Sindel, hitting her with those mids. He thought throw was coming, but the next one was the throw, which he didn't see coming. TheMightyUnjust in a really, really good spot here.
Where'd the health bar go? Two little resets right there. I don't think that was intentional, but it may have been. That might be the highest damage BMP he could have gone for right there. Cetrion, not the damage dealer of MK11. That actually may have been optimal. I'm going to take everything that guy said as Unjust gets the round to stay alive. This is still a match point for FullAuto.
FullAuto can take this here and not send us into a Game 5. But of course, we all want to see a Game 5. We want to see as much more combat as possible. Hitting that overhead here. MightyUnjust going for a little ride. He's been getting so aggressive with these teleports. He's been calling it out so perfectly here. The teleports from TheMightyUnjust are insane. They're on another level tonight. Challenge it back with, you know, again, one of the best highs in this game. Definitely Cetrion stand one. Super duper fast.
It's a wall in and of itself. And I realize that by saying that she does have a wall, she's got multiple walls. Her normals are some of them.
Oh, that was very scary. I thought that scream was gonna make the connection. Throws the ball. Oh, punish here. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Fatal blow to maximize the damage. This is not gonna be enough to kill. The solar beam, as Mr. Aquaman says, not gonna be effective enough. Down to nothing. 4 or 5% left here. Trying to hit that air boulder. Flawless blocking, such a crucial thing, and then he mixes it up with the block throw.
Oh,
he mixes it up with the fur, meeting its destiny here. You know, that's where it belongs. MightyUnjust helping just a little bit there. Trying to throw that boulder, and look at that mobility from Sindel. Like, even though that move is super duper unsafe, it gets her from point A to point B so quickly, and here comes the screen crushing blow. Lots of damage, trying to get the momentum on his side. Good block of the overhead from TheMightyUnjust. Hitting it perfectly here, challenging with some down ones, faking the throw, and FullAuto does guess right, able to jump out of a bad situation, trying to mix it up here, and TheMightyUnjust textbook punish coming out of him. Cetrion, so insane right now, so insane today, but FullAuto still trying to hold on to whatever little life we got here. Oh my God!
Ending it all too. What a call out! Unjust has been so good at reacting to those cancels, and this is going to be awful close. This one might kill. She might be a water type this time around. Hold on.
She's alive.
She's alive.
She's alive. She's alive!
Effective.
2% left. Down to nothing. Oh no! What was FullAuto trying to do there? I mean,
there was definitely an input error there, or two. Oh, yeah. that one hurt. That one hurt. Somebody just match point.
You know how demoralizing it is to be a Sindel player, use that screen crushing blow, and then lose that round? Like, if that's not in FullAuto's head right now, he's got this super strong mentality to just kind of ignore those negative thoughts, but that's what would be running through my head right now. Trying to throw up that timing ball, but this time Sindel able to connect that jump in. Lots of challenging, lots of double down ones coming from FullAuto here. MightyUnjust better take note of that. Down one challenge again from FullAuto. Cancels and goes for the fake throw. MightyUnjust bought himself all this real estate. Look at all this room he's got to go back. And FullAuto very willing to take these trades. MightyUnjust has to look for some other route here. You need clean hits. The trades are not going to do it for this situation.
It's going to be a tough one. One more here. He's going to be able to do it in chip. And look at that. MightyUnjust even respecting post down one on block. And just... FullAuto's in his mind to not take his turn right there. Really good conditioning by FullAuto, and again, that's a mind game I've been seeing develop this entire time, and we're seeing the next level of it. And there's a big risk that got it here in the first place, and it didn't go too hugely punished by TheMightyUnjust there. Finds himself in a tough position with his back to the wall here. Cetrion can do some awful good controls. Roaded!
The crucial requirement is that it has to go through projectile. The projectile was behind her, but it's still captured.
Oh, did he die? He's dead! We were talking about Mortal Kombat, and then he died! Bam!
Fastest round.
Wham! Bam! Thank you, ma'am. Cetrion taking it 3-2 off of one. couple of like quick questions with some of the players, and this one made me laugh. Deadly Rebels, thoughts on this match? You like my setup? There's a little bit of an MK meme right there. A lot of these guys have been making some really good memes in their responses, and apparently they've met before because Bernononi says, "Well, we meet again." It's exciting. Not a match you see every day. Bernononi's top 8.
Yeah, so this is Deadly Rebel. I misspoke before. I said Bernononi, but I meant to say Deadly Rebel is the one that's using Frost here. I know Frost was kind of a prospect for him like a while ago. Maybe not like a serious, secondary character. But, I mean, to go on this character here, spending what could be a tournament life on this, I think it means that he's very serious about this character pick.
Yeah.
One of the best things about Frost is her ability to anti-air with jump down 3, which is what he's looking for there, but Jade kind of messing with the trajectory. And are you really playing Jade if you're not just randomly getting down 2?
Exactly.
Are you
I better see those
really
emotes
playing
in the chat.
Jade?
I better see those emotes in the chat. Y'all got them? Let us know. And for Rebel, this is almost, if you look at the way that he's always approached a character like Kollector as well, it's no surprise that he's found a kind of another home in Frost. He loves putting things on the screen as well, whether it be the auger, whether it be the head on the ground, and the vast amounts of huge arcing projectiles. That sounds like the way Deadly Rebel played Kollector to me, who was more of a spare change main than anything. That's why I say that.
I think he likes long-range normals as well, whether that's, Frost down 4.
Who doesn't, baby?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know that. I know that. Good conversion here from Bernononi, just kind of trying to maximize the damage. And speaking of damage here, yeah, nothing you're going to do about that situation. Here comes the crushing blow.
To set up that he hasn't gotten on hit, so we try to set it up in the neutral, and in the neutral, she's going to be really negative at all. I'm leaving.
See you later.
Never mind.
See you later. Pack throw here. Okay, Bernononi continuing this onslaught with Jade. Trades are definitely not going to be in Frost's favor. Although this projectile is multiple hitting. A lot of Frost players say it's really, really bad, and you never really want to trade for it. It's more for situations where they're down to nothing. Good block of that low exploding head coming out of Frost. Able to convert into Delia's dance here at the end. Ooh, tries to get the up 3 on the recovery from Frost. Frost able to launch here thanks to that crushing blow. Gonna enhance this combo ability with those augers. Ducking right under, but the bomb there from the head. Able to, kind of cover all her bases here. Keeping Jade in the corner. Jade going for the interactable. It just is poised right out of there.
Ooh, maybe that doesn't count as a projectile. I know that Jades don't like this because of the ice bomb, but does the cryogenic crown not count as a projectile as well? Could be a difference maker here.
Yeah.
You haven't seen a lot of glow from Bernononi at all.
No, I believe the bomb doesn't, but I think the straight, that counts as a projectile. We just saw the purple stuff going right through here. Both players down to absolutely nothing. Tries to just...
Oh, that was a good call out. That was a galactic brain. Possible reaction? Didn't think it was a reaction, but how cool was it that Bernononi used the stage to traverse that entire map multiple times, and for Rebel to call that down was pretty cool. My man got mobile.
Yeah, no, it was definitely the right call. Probably would have spent it too, but very, very expensive for Frost to come off of that fatal blow. It is just a good resource, to be able to lock down any character, like just the threat of it. Not able to convert there. Huge dropped opportunity here from Deadly Rebel. Yeah,
too early on the down three. That was great. He was really big on having a higher hitbox to it. Using the right pull himself. That was just crazy. Beautiful flawless block there. Multiple times that the Rebels saw a couple of whiffs in front of him that may have been back twoable, but he's been reacting. Oh no, with the down 40, misses out another punish opportunity. Now he's getting those shenanigans going, Arma. Those cryogenic crowns. And I'm waiting for one setup to work before I pop off.
Usually when it works, it's kind of like a snowball effect, not to dive into the frozen aspect of her, but it's very momentum based. Once you get it going, it's she can kind of play against you trying to avoid the head, and a lot of it starts off from like the throw settings. So that's kind of why Burn and Oni's just staying away from her, staying as far back as possible to try to get. Oh my! Did you look at the time? There's 4 seconds left.
4 seconds, and it would have been a different story if he hadn't closed the gap, and that was just some extra pressure alone. I haven't seen if Burning Oni brought Delilah's dance or not. I've only been looking at the crouch and across the time, and there's the down 3 put in some work.
Yeah, no, he does have that on a quick here. He was using it a little before, down 2, but looks like he opted not to go for the crushing punch, or I don't think she actually used it already. That's going to be very, very negative. So good challenge here from Deadly Rebel, but Burn and Oni playing pretty respectfully.
Oh, no!
He's been missing that punish so much, and it's, you know, you got to punish Jade while she's still in the air. She recovers immediately as she hits the ground. So a tough thing to deal with, but yeah, you got to. I mean, you're doing down 3 and it's simply not working.
Huge health lead for Oni right now. Spacing him out right now. Clean keep away. Now wait a minute. Nice. He's had every answer the moment that Rebel tries to get that crown going. He's been able to avoid it. The avoidance of Burn and Oni, something we don't talk about an awful lot, has been sensational and takes the turn. Perfect button, and Oni could have gotten snowballed right there if he didn't press that down one perfectly. That was scary. Grab for the mix-up and the teleport for the mobility. This is a good Kollector variation.
Oh yeah, you're definitely gonna want that mobility, you know, going against a character like Jade. She's gonna be jumping back from projectiles. She's gonna want to be at full screen for this matchup, and gonna be up to Deadly Rebel to chase him down. Oh, I believe actually those normals in that strength, do those count as projectiles where he throws the knives out with his other hands?
That's an excellent
really
question.
Sure. I mean, a lot of weird properties here. A lot of weird properties here we can see.
This is a tough comeback for Kollector to try to make right now. I've seen crazy things out of Rebel, and he jumps there into the glaive. Match point now for Burn and Oni, who has had some destructive tournaments himself of late. Ever since Ultimate dropped, Burn and Oni's has had that dance equipped and has been putting in work. I want to say top 8 the first tournament after Ultimate was Burn and Oni. I think he won it, actually. That was a while back.
Not surprised. I mean, this is a good player all around. What you're seeing here from Jade, you know, being in the top 8 for this extremely stacked region is insane. Oh, here comes the big boot. That was actually a big punish coming out of Kollector. A lot of whip recovery from Jade. Goes into Delia's dance, but looked like Deadly Rebel taking to the sky and not really anticipating it. And that's going to be the punish. All those short hops, those universal overheads are all negative enough to get punished on block.
Yeah, it's all about having good reactions, too. A lot of people get away with them. That's why you see a lot of short hops these days. Oh, the mix! And a mid-command grab to close out the round. Rebel stays alive. Whoa, that was a cool taunt right there. Okay, Kollector. It looked like he went to a Shokan stance for a second.
It did look like that.
Oh, what?
On a second.
Or may have punished that. Nice blocks. And that is a mix-up situation off the back one of Jade's. Naturally ends in the overhead, and oh no! Every time she whips a glaive, Rebel's punish just hits air.
Yeah, it looked like he was anticipating a regular jump in coming out of Jade, but you know, you always gotta watch out for that glaive coming out. She can do it early, she can do it late.
And then the one punish, and he didn't commit! Oh no, Arma! Arma, not like this.
Oh,
hefty health lead though.
Here.
Jail.
A lot of short hopping attacks coming from these guys. Right into Delia's dance, trying to keep it nice and low.
No.
Oh, able to convert into the fatal blow. This does pretty good damage. I think he's dead. If he's not, it's very, very close.
One more kick. Oh, it's 2 more. Oh, yeah, that is gonna be it. Burn and Oni. 3-0 over Deadly Rebel. Rebel had some opportunities. Had fatality. It had been a while since I've seen that one. Woo. Surprised that these two players, these two legends of the NRS community, won't at it in a top 8 once more.
Yeah, definitely legends through and through here. Short hop knee coming out of Gur here. Challenging her approach with a down one. Geras has one of the best down ones in this game. 6 frames very fast, and got some pretty good recovery here, even after the most recent patch. Tries to hit her with the mid here. Here comes the command grab. Speaking of mids, Geras' command grab does have it as a mid. And if you carry him all the way to the corner, you get that extra little damage boost. Trying to just kind of keep...
This is the Gur tactic right here.
Oh yeah, yeah. Complete control here. Throwing up the clones just in case she gets past the quicksand or that magnet sand that you see there on the ground. And, you know, you can pop it in B+, or you can teleport for mobility.
Oh no. He jumped back it up!
Surprised it didn't mess up his combo. It didn't mess up his combo at all.
He's probably labbed that. That's absolute savage. Semiij probably labbed that. I would not be surprised whatsoever. Gur still takes the first round though. It was awesome, but not enough to secure it. That was really good patience by him to wait out Gur getting the full screen and then reading it with the bomb. That was really good call out, knowing Gur's tendencies as a player. Still not enough though. Gur's rocking this. Oh, hello! There's one you don't see every day. Ready for it?
Whoa. Not there in time to stop that throw recovery here, or to punish that throw recovery, I should say. Hitting him with a tick throw, regular mid right into that mid command grab. Cassie trying to get past these sand clones, past this trap. But Gur is just saying, no, you're staying here, I'm in control. It's very, very scary when Gur is in complete control there. Just kind of stops your approach, all these obstacles in your way, the low sand hitting, you know, when you jump. Very, very scary stuff there. Breaking away, and Semiij with a good call out, able to dash forward to get some good Oki setup. Not committing to the low gunshot. Yeah.
Final round.
I don't mean to put Gur on blast here, but he does have a tendency to try to wake up down one and steal a lot of turns. And so I think that was just a really good call out by Semiij right there. The string was going to be safe anyway. Got the hit confirmed. GG's big fan. Still game 1 here, and about what I expected. A lot of flawless blocks between the two, and we see so many mind games because these are two of the smartest players in our entire community. Guys that put the work in the lab, and then you see it here on display for us in bracket. And you know, Gur, it's a different way of thinking. Okay, there was a big down two for some damage, but Gur has a lot of methodical zoning to him and a lot of space control where he's thinking about kind of more unique things than some of us other players do. And for Semiij, to me, it might be all about the numbers. This guy just knows what to do in a lot of situations, except for eating a mid-command grab there. Gur puts up the wall of sand, the plus frames, not falling for the stagger either. That could have been a mid-command grab, but Gur, those down 4 gauntlet checks have gotten Semiij to press there. It looks like a couple of times, even jump, and that's the way it's going to be.
Yeah, it forces you to take a risk, and it puts you out of your comfort zone. That's definitely not the style that Semiij prefers to play, so I could definitely see Gur actively thinking, all right, I got to get him out of his, out of his element. And again, these guys are very familiar with each other, all throughout Injustice 2, all throughout Mortal Kombat 11 at a high level. Like, these guys train and play and compete against each other all the time. Just kind of trying to lock him down here, and Semiij the 3rd time going for that string. This time Gur doing something about it. But right now, not looking too hot here as Cassie just kind of takes to the sky, applying all this pressure. Right here comes right under the high gunshot, and Gur gonna be cashing in big here, forcing her to come off that breakaway. Here comes the command grab, but that's okay. She's got a lot of real estate, a lot of room.
Oh, not anymore.
No shot.
And we're connecting. With punish with a sand trap up close, that would have been the crushing blow for death right now. And Gur, all of a sudden, with the health lead, this could be 150. One more guess for the win. It's going to be the wake-up fatal blow by Semiij. No, it's another mid-command grab. Oh, my.
What a comeback.
God is eating him alive, and it's the patience armor that you talked about, burning Semiij in the end there.
Yeah, the patience is what was killing him there. I mean, he just kept blocking, but again, you have to realize what's at your opponent's arsenal. What does he have? Mid-command grabs, you know he's going to hit those. Again, hitting it, that extra little damage boost in the corner. Thank you, 50%, no problem at all. Big jump in, and what a conversion from Semiij. Standing position, Gur looking to jump away, and I love the delay there from Semiij, able to just make sure every single shot hits its mark here. This time not getting punished. They're able to hit that down one, and there it is, Semiij. Yeah, he's getting out of there, but he did mess up that conversion just a little bit there, so Gur does live to see another day. Side switch thanks to that straight 1-1-1, so good. Tries to hit that overhead, and Semiij reacting to the movement here and punishing accordingly.
That was insanity. Gur does like abusing that because it has a lot of pushback to it, and it sets up a lot of whiff punishes for him, and he banked on that for the comeback. We'll go call it by Semiij, using what Cassie's best at, the big advancing safe mids of her own. Definitely out of this. This is a tough, I'd say that this is a tough spot for Jacqui though, Arma. Full screen against this particular Geras. It's going to be really disruptive. Put plus frames out there. Then one sand trap giving Gur what he wants as well, which is closing the gap. And now that Gur's utilizing command grab a little bit more, he's scary everywhere on the screen. That's something I've always kind of wanted to see out of him as a spectator of this game. You know, just get up close and personal a little bit more.
I mean, you know, again, some people don't like taking the risk. You know, if you're really successful in a certain range, you know, why? Oh, there goes the patella right into the sand here as we're in the middle of this arena of all this chaos, all this carnage, and Semiij just adding to that here, trying to make this comeback in this set, trying to tie this up 1-1. A trade definitely in Cassie's favor thanks to that animation of getting kicked in the gut. Oh, tries to go for the interactable. Gur loves his interactables. Keeps himself as the master of interactables. Standing position. Gur decides to block. Good block here. Good decision. Empty jump with a regular throw out of the corner here. It's okay because Geras has great Oki on either side. 14 seconds left on the clock. Down to the wire here. Just hits fatal blow. And of course, not getting punished from that range. But it looks like Gur was looking for some kind of throw. Was someone who's beat him in tournament a lot of times before, so he felt really good about overcoming Deadly Rebel in the winner side of today's bracket. But Semiij able to kind of just come in here, trying to activate any kind of crushing blow, any kind of resource that's going to benefit him. And Gur not really going with the full string here, just kind of testing the waters here. One little button,
hesitation,
one little need. Yeah, definitely hesitation.
You saw it there again immediately after on the 4-2 not committing. And there's been a lot of those where, you know, a couple of commitments here and there could have landed up some big damage, but he also doesn't want to take that risk. And that's something you see a lot out of people's, that innate, I don't know, block, like mental block to not want to take a risk. And Semiij was one of the first people that I've ever kind of called that out for, because early on in his career, he used to never, and I mean never, take a risk. 0 in one tournament. But now he's gotten a little bit crazier as he's progressed here. And Gur kind of might be catching that kind of fever too, maybe.
Yeah, where I feel like Gur is kind of like the opposite of that, where, you know, his beginnings was more of him, you know, playing very aggressive, you know, lots of command grab characters. But now he's kind of learned how to adopt, you know, the opportunities of being patient, when to block, when to try to react.
Yeah, I think Adam and Deadshot really changed Gur's playstyle that we've seen kind of carry over here in the Mortal Kombat 11, where it's a mixture of aggression with that methodical zoning that happens to be the perfect fit in Geras here. So it's just a match made in heaven. As Semiij just melting this health bar, and even wrong on the mix-up. Hold on a second. Let me calm down and talk.
Get into high gear and see what's going on here. Gur did say that Semiij is definitely going to be a really tough opponent, but he feels like if he can get through him, he can get through anyone.
And that's a really good mentality to have. You know, everyone here kind of knows just how good Semiij is, right? And I feel like anyone in this community, if you feel like you can get through Semiij, you can definitely get through anyone. Oh, he finds himself back in this corner. This is where he shredded up last game. Makes one right read, and all of a sudden it's a different story. He's back to the wall now. The wake-up buttons. Scary. That's gonna be a knock on the head. Ooh! And how aggressive is Gur gonna be here? It was the faint aggression where he wanted to bait something out of Semiij with that forward dash. It's out the sands. This is where Gur is most comfortable. And you know, when I was talking about, you know, seeing Gur kind of change as a player, those were the kind of ways of playing that we saw out of his Adam in Injustice 2, where he's putting stuff on the screen and then getting you to do what he wants. And that's what this is all about. That's what this is.
Putting the sand traps from full screen, just kind of trying to stop Semiij, and you know, stop the approach here. Oh, Geras trying to hold on to this life lead, and that life lead is now going away really, really fast.
No reaction! I half expected a fatal blow right there. I mean, I guess it could have been countered with an aerial fatal blow. Oh, the mind games right now with 2 seconds remaining. 1 second! Oh, he's gonna guarantee it. That was so smart by Ger. Just in case. It was, even though this is gone, that was worth it.
I think so too, and I don't know if it was like a hyper read from Semiij to not block it, to say like, at that point, like, oh, I lost anyway, whether I block this or get hit by this, so let me take it so he doesn't have it for the next 2 rounds.
Yeah, with 1 second remaining, it probably wasn't the craziest, but the thing is he's got the round, no matter what. I've seen crazier things happen. Oh, the down 4 gauntlets been so much work for Ger here. And that could be the momentum he needs to get back into this. Keep away, look up that interactable. Oh, perfect range for Semiij, who was right outside of it and knew that he wasn't going to get sucked back. This is someone who had to deal with Captain Cold's globe as Catwoman. He knows what he's doing.
Oh, Captain Cold's globe. Just keeping you out for days here. It's okay, that's a different game. We'll focus on this one here. Forward throw from Semiij has Ger locked here in the corner. Ger holding on the block for dear life, swinging with that big gauntlet here. Trying to get his turn. Good block here from Semiij, anticipating that overhead again. That overhead is not playing any tricks on Semiij. Most likely going to be due to fuzzy blocking. Never mind, I guess he wasn't watching the low here. 14 seconds left on the clock. If Ger can get a throw, that's going to delay so much time, but it doesn't matter. Semiij hitting that fatal blow, hit confirming like a machine here. Seeing it hit and going right into a round-winning situation. Now they're going into the final round. No fatal blow for either character. Just going to have to do this the old-fashioned way.
Good call there. Ger was about to get his toes checked as well. With the faster option with the down 4. Semiij there trying to work through it. Ooh, that would have been a cool little conversion there. The double down 1 pickup. Falls for what could have been a little bit of a shimmy. You know, could have been a shimmy. Could have been a throw. Could have been a strike throw. Could have been a stagger. And now the health bar melting for Ger. Here's the restand. No defensive options available, and Ger loves those options off a knockdown. And eats another one. The 1-1-1s are tearing him apart right now. It's going to be a big pickup. Wait a second. We had it. Oh, 357 later.
Keeping her there, trapping her thanks to that quicksand or that magnetic sand, however you want to call it here. Ger trying to establish some kind of control, but Cassie Cage or Semiij definitely looking for any kind of trade situation. That's why Ger's got to connect that low sand, trying to get right on top of her. Oh, the throw tech. Very, very good stuff.
Oh my God.
This is coming down to the wire.
Oh my God.
Oh, he went for the throw.
I can't believe it.
He woke up with you can't. Does the scream go through purple?
I'm not sure, dude. I'm not a player of either of these. But I did want to briefly say that Bernanoni actually is a published author who wrote and also did the art for his own children's book called Carefree Like Me. Please check that out. That's the sickest thing I've ever said on commentary. That's so, so cool.
That's really, really cool. I mean, you know, so much talent, you know, and different hobbies and lifestyles exist in our community, and you really love to see things like that. Whoa, cartwheel in, cartwheel out. No way to get around that thing. Sindel, double dipping there with the double overhead. Not a good look here for FullAuto. Bernanoni in full control.
Oh, wow. Nice. Oh, that was a counter, actually, not punish. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, you know, we've been seeing FullAuto play with that risk a lot. The extra little whip and flip. It catches people off guard, but you can see the downside of it, that's for sure.
Super duper
right there was Bernanoni trying to get into the corner. He's here now. Playing for, okay, little extra layer there. Looking for the dance maybe? Nope. Looking for the end of the string? Nope. Just got a lot of tools on that nowadays.
Oh yeah, a lot of tools there. You know, able to kind of cancel strings into it. I love that for the side switch, with the side switch in mind. Tries to back off, and Bernanoni, that distance, good block here of that air flip. And what incredible reaction from FullAuto, standing up for that overhead.
Yeah, after the feigned low right there. FullAuto comes, swipes in, yes, and confirm right away. Gonna get damage on this. It's felt to me like he's been playing this risky playstyle. We did see that in his previous match too. Whenever we've seen him go with whip and flip, we see him take those risks. He's just willing to put up with it. Punish from very close. Not quite, but so close, and then just jumping into seal the deal with Bernanoni. I really like it from Bernanoni. I feel like a lot of what Bernanoni...
Whip and flip? How many whip and flips are we gonna see? Maybe he'll do no whip and flips and just start throwing. Oh,
the dude is a projectile. Cracks me up.
Yeah, he just goes right through it. It's just like one of those moments. He has like an epiphany when he goes through. I'm like, I had no idea my entire life I was a projectile.
Yeah, I haven't been visible my entire life.
He ascended. You know, he was really studying there for a long time as a monk. He found that enlightenment to become a projectile.
There's definitely a lot of activity on FullAuto side that I like to see right now, and it hasn't been of the risky kind. Right there, okay, you know, you're doing the option select with jump in the air, not really the same deal. Other than that, he's just been controlling these great spots. He hasn't let the purple stuff get started, really, at least not for a while. I like that a lot. There's a lot of great things from him in that round.
Oh, yeah. Good adjustments. Really, really good adjustments from FullAuto. Oh, as soon as we say that, he goes for the craziest thing in the world. But you know what? Against Jade, though, like, she can't punish it as hard as, like, certain characters like Baraka or Jacqui. So, you know, I think those risks, sometimes they are kind of worth it. Or at least the scales are tipped a little bit more in your favor, you know, if you're the crazy Sindel doing these things. So
you're absolutely right. It is part of the matchup here that he doesn't need to. He is not taking as much of a risk as he might be in other matchups.
Yeah.
Oh, please punish, and he does. Little standing reset for himself. But Bernanoni again, just really not taking risks on his own side. Very safe, almost always. Just going for chip out here.
Final round, fight.
Ooh. Oh, Bernanoni felt that he had the right range, but was barely off. Woo!
Love the challenge of the Nitro Kick. Nitro Kick, very, very unsafe. Not only is it a high, but very unsafe on block. But, you know, the fact that Bernanoni's doing it, it's kind of like keeping FullAuto in check. Now, that move, contacting so late, I think that actually wasn't as negative as it normally is. So, kind of threw FullAuto off there in terms of the challenge.
Yeah, really interesting to see that as this goes on. We did see some of those Nitro Kicks in game one, but as this goes on, that feels like it's the only risk that Bernanoni is willing to take, and it has paid off a lot. He's been able to check movement with it a lot. Great back movement for the whiff punish of his own. Oh, not quite there, but not whiff punished. Where's about the MD?
You dare strike me.
Oh, caught him sleeping. He caught him sleeping. So he fakes it out, dashes forward, and I guess Bernanoni is just so scared of the overhead or just not, you know, aware of the situation at all. So actually didn't check his toes for that low. Now pretty much just three things need to contact Bernanoni in order to... Yeah.
Flinging for the fences was that one. Bernanoni looking for...
In that last game.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he's doing a good job of adjusting. Incredible combo potential here from Sindel, amplifying that low projectile. Just popping up for good damage. Oh no, the insane.
Again, no, you're right. It's under 200 damage in the punish. Yeah, and that you can't take that all the time, but you can afford that now and then.
Exactly, not too costly. Be a little bit different if you're going up against, you know, Baraka with Gutted.
Right.
So, yeah, you got to play the matchups different. Very, very different story here. Where Jade obviously has a lot more mobility, more projectile.
Oh no!
Ooh. Could have been a huge whiff punish there. Bad situation for Sindel. FullAuto trying to make this comeback, trying to steal a win here with that crushing blow.
Oh, what a huge fallout! And it is just barely enough. Yes, for Bernanoni.
Oh, my
Maybe trying to read a.
Round two,
Yeah, maybe trying to read purple stuff startup.
Yeah, could have been that.
We have seen him do that a couple of times. He's missed it each time. Bernanoni back to this kind of hit and run style. Oh, faking with the low string.
Purple stuff, getting through projectiles. Good smart call there on FullAuto to go for physical hits instead of the projectiles that are going to right through that purple stuff. A lot of purple sub on the screen.
That's the character.
Uh-oh.
Wow! Okay, here's a chance for pressure. Not how much. What a whiff punish! The wiggle sticks have been really great on Bernanoni's side, and then chooses not to end the string, goes for back grab as well, just to make it less likely the opponent would tech.
Yeah, a little throw mix for you.
Mm-hmm. And now FullAuto can't afford anything. But what's he gonna do with 33 seconds on the clock and the opponent slowly scrolling the screen?
And I've seen Scream Crushing Blow really do a lot.
Oh.
So I don't think this is. Oh, he whipped right in front of him and nothing happened. That is so scary.
It is absolutely doable, yeah, with this character. Oh, the huge read. The huge read. As time went on, 17 seconds left at that point, it was just is a strong character. Right? Whether you're gonna put her top 10 or whatever it's gonna be, she's clearly legit. Nice little
Yeah, I
pickup.
believe it was Rewind who put Jade in the highest tier of his tier list, which was
Yep, I saw
kind
that.
of a kind of a you know, out there take, but you know what? Jade's very strong. Especially if it's played by a very patient player. Oh no! Input error! Huge missed opportunity here from Bernanoni. No way he wanted to cancel into that parry in no situation would that have worked
Yeah.
there. Oh, tries to go
Ooh, out
but
of there. Very tricky movement all of a sudden for FullAuto.
yeah, the invincibility here from those interactables. Good stuff to dive into. As he goes forward again.
Miss
with
Nitro.
Jacqui.
But coming in with again that wiggly stick. Been doing a lot of work as it tends to do for Jade.
Dead.
Is she dead? That's the question. I think not quite yet.
Oh my
Not
god,
quite
she's
yet.
alive! 1%? 1.3 basically?
So close.
Right.
And
out
FullAuto
of
did not
range.
do jump back into air fireball. We had seen him do that a couple times before when chips were down. This time
Yeah.
he just didn't think he should have because he got called out on it before.
Exactly. You're getting a little bit conditioned here. Blocking that string. How's he gonna go for it?
Really looking for it. FullAuto maybe trying to turn on some movement and he backs off. The risk. Is that a punish? Yes. Bernanoni's not letting any of this go. What? That's weird. Sindel has the ability, absolutely, to make this happen.
Yeah, these Nitro Kick callouts here from Bernanoni are next level tonight.
Yeah, I'll say, right? Oh, the frozen opponent! So close. Even chip is a big problem. Waited for just in case. Yeah, she's got a great way to steal the round on a chip right there. That's a 3-1 for Bernanoni. He's looking very strong.
Round one, fight.
Right, let's see what's going on here. Okay, straight out the gate. Now we saw Abyss's Noob Saibot a little earlier in today's broadcast. A really good set against Hijinx. Came down to the wire. One nail biter situation was the determining factor of him going to Winners Finals or being here on the brink of elimination against Semiij, one of the toughest competitors out there. Semiij getting that shoulder tackle, trying to get in, trying to close the gap between himself and Noob Saibot. Nice mid-challenge here from Abyss, but getting a little too defensive here, and Semiij sniffed it out, no problem. Again.
Yeah, I love how Semiij bulldogs with this character. You know, this character is not like a major rushdown character, you know, but he always finds himself in the corner with her without having incredible tools to do so. It's just it's a walk and block, walk and block. What a reaction! It actually was blocked in time. Oh wow.
That was a lot. That was a very fast recovering fatal blow. Oh, he ducked under the high.
Micro jump, right?
Called it out perfectly here. Abyss on another level here, really feeling himself from that fatal blow exchange situation. Trying to
That whole stretch of screen right there is going to be tough for her. Yeah, we've seen Semiij really try to navigate that whole slide region. But you can tell it's a tough spot. He wants to be in up close or he wants to be a little bit further away, but that whole mid-screen right there, it looks uncomfortable. Abyss with a huge life lead.
Oh, just swinging. big assist here coming from the clone or the shadow port. She hits you with a decent combo into a restand for most situations. But Noob Saibot, like, he hurts. Especially if he's got that that amplified teleport equipped that can combo even more. Oh, what an anti-air from Semiij. Recognizing the fact that it was going to connect, amplifying and using that bar perfectly, forcing Abyss to come off those the two defensive bars for the breaker.
So Abyss, with getting this grab here, gets to reset the position to a more comfortable spot for himself. He does find himself moving in a little bit, but not so much. Yeah, he wants to keep that spot on screen. Now maybe a little bit worried about Fatal Blow. Tried to counter poke. I like the idea from Semiij, but just not quite there. And now walking forward, we've seen this happen for Semiij many times. Oh, but just knocked out of the sky.
Yeah, I feel like the jump, Semiij will go into the range where like the high mid, or the one that has the crushing blow, he'll go into that range and instead of going for that string, he'll go in for a jump in to counter what you would counter with that string. But Abyss just staying real patient, waiting for the jump in, reacting, using his eyes, using his senses to kind of just stop Semiij right in his tracks.
Yeah, I think patience is really the name of the game. I think that's perfectly said for Abyss. Look at him here. He's slowly taking off a little bit of life here and there from Semiij. If he gets close, like we were talking about, he can really deal big damage quickly, but he doesn't need to necessarily. He can keep his spot on screen just outside of shoulder range. And we've seen that whip a couple times, even from a player as strong as Semiij. Real tough spot for Semiij right now. Can't get in. Oh, even chip is a problem. Not gonna happen. This is looking really, really strong.
Feels like he's understanding something. And you can never really count Semiij out. Down 2-0, down 3-0, down 5-0. Like, Semiij will learn on the fly, will adapt with the best of them. But,
the thing is, though, that most of this, him being down 0-2, is not, I would say, due to, of course, mix-ups or things that are of that nature. It's really just that Abyss has had so much control, but Semiij is starting off this round super well. This is exactly where he needs to be. Just taking off life a little bit by a little bit other than the KV. But wow, wake up buttons for Abyss at least gets him out.
Yeah, gets him out. And
now
Semiij
we have
back
switch reversed. Yes, of Semiij trying to control things, and it's Abyss who's jumping in, and he's doing it right.
Oh, he tried to challenge there. Oh man, Semiij with a good call out, the perfect buttons, trying to forward roll, and I like that setup there from Semiij. Knowing that that little hit is all he needed, didn't want to commit to anything too crazy. Didn't want to, you know, do something that had a lot of recovery. So Semiij making those decisions, making those right decisions, play by play. Oh, duck it under!
Semiij making these little choices up close. When he gets close, you know he's a terror, even with a character who doesn't deal a lot of damage.
Oh, a little bit of a drop there from Abyss. Not a good
10. Semiij just, as he always does, just make, really? Wow! Bringing out the string, and he was right.
That was a strange little whiff. I don't think either player anticipated that part of the string to whiff.
Okay, Abyss now just like that has control. Doesn't finish. And Abyss is back to a safe spot. Tries it out, why not? Is it enough? It's not! Oh, but then just in case he blocked. You know, Semiij has been bringing out that shoulder charge. And it's unsafe, as you can see right there. Abyss is at match point versus Semiij. It could be 3-0. What a win this would be for Abyss.
I mean, that's got to be a confident booster no matter what. But you do have to complete the job. Don't sleep on Semiij. You will adapt before your very eyes. Good challenge there with those mids, but he dropped a combo. Because of that, put himself in a punishable state. Semiij jumping out of the corner, and Abyss getting a little too aggressive there. Didn't want to block. Empty jump, but this time Semiij holding on a block for dear life. What a strange little hit. Looks like Abyss went to the air just for 1 second. The forward throw from Cassie Cage. Semiij trying to lock Abyss down here in the corner, but we've seen him come out of this last round, and he did win that round. He still has access to Fatal Blow, so all he needs is one hit in the Fatal Blow.
Is it enough? It's not, but chip! Yeah, that was probably going to be it. So Semiij ends up taking the game, as you were saying. You can't.
And Semiij is doing a good job of that because he's deciding on what ranges to jump, what situations to jump in on. It's making it very tough for Abyss to keep him out.
Yeah, here's Semiij. You notice that once he gets close, he's finding a lot of the right moments to attack or to block too. It's not that he's constantly pressing buttons up close. He actually has blocked quite a bit in expectation. He is controlling. Not for long though. It's Abyss back to where he wants to be now. This battle of who can be up close, who can be far away. Really what it's all about.
At this point, Abyss, wants trades, especially now with this huge life lead. He is okay with taking trades. So now Semiij has to, go for these risky jump-ins, go for these, throws, call-outs, and just like that, throws the bird feeder, amplifies it to get the hit of armor, just to kind of secure any kind of interruption that Semiij is going to try to do, or to nullify it. Forward throw for the throw mix, but Semiij not biting either way.
Yeah, and that's fine for Abyss. He just wants to get away. That's really what he was looking for there. Whether that's because he has the opponent cornered or not, totally fine with him. Kneecap and really put to good use right here to be underneath. That said, Abyss is out. 200 damage and he's back to where he wants to be. And Semiij is coming down towards the end of this thing. He needs something big. Oh. Can he move forward? Can he find the right moment? Couldn't believe it. Look at Abyss. He knows that he doesn't need that much more damage. You can tell by the playstyle. Okay, bringing it out with Semiij.
Semiij is really trying to jump over these low clones here. Oh, but getting clipped there by that little bit of shadow coming out, and Abyss is able to secure this victory over Semiij, showing the friendship off to everybody. And Abyss, man, looking incredible.
He wants me to say. He also wants everybody to follow him on Twitter at MightyUnjust. So he's gone with Lou. Like, this is somebody who has so many different characters up his sleeve. And, before we saw him playing Jacqui, we saw him playing Cetrion. But again, we know that he's got a lot of different characters in the deck.
Yeah. And I mean, you gotta be, mindful when you're picking against, somebody else who plays that character. Like if somebody who's only a Jacqui player, they're gonna be comfortable in that Jacqui matchup versus, so when you're a chameleon like the MightyUnjust is, you gotta kind of think twice about, oh, that could have been a huge punish. Oh my God, he just swung with Interactable and it worked out. Corner positioning definitely in Hijinx's favor. The MightyUnjust down around here in this scenario. Look at that, he was almost playing footsies with that low fireball. Did you see him go forward, fade out a normal from Jacqui, and then back off with a semi-safe, amplified projectile? So, just a little detail there for you guys, if you guys might have missed it. How you should use your projectiles. Footsies isn't exclusively for normal. Footsies for anything you can do.
Oh, lovely stuff right there by Hijinx. Had been caught in the corner, and just like that, he's out, and also has the life lead. That's all the bar, though. And now, I actually like that from Hijinx a lot as well. Yes, if you could just put out a bunch of the goops there. Not anymore. It'll be gone now. The question is, will this? Well, I think it's not quite gonna do it, especially with the shield there.
She's got 95 though.
She does. Yeah, that's the issue. Yeah,
so close.
Yo, the call out by Unjust.
Hold on. So he called out air fireball and said, "Oh, you're gonna super jump," and then Hijinx said, "Oh, he's not gonna do air fireball again. Let me super jump this time." Ooh. The no mix-up is very, very strong. Like there's so many scenarios, so many. Yeah. Oh. Throwing 3 or 4 or 5 times in a row. Oh, that one goes right through my head, right through my soul. Look at MightyUnjust with these stance, mix-ups. You go for the low, you go for the command grab. It's a very specific way to punish these things. And Hijinx right now not being able to deal with it. Regular high command grab here, and MightyUnjust just throwing those nunchucks all over the place. karate chops, everything comment. There's 2 underscores. Oh, I'm sorry. TheMightyUnjust with an extra T and underscore. If you guys go to his Twitter, you can probably find his Twitch there. But really fun stream to watch because he can play so many different games. Oh, big Shoryuken's here coming out of Jacqui Briggs. Meeting MightyUnjust with a lot of fake stagger attempts, and I guess Mighty is looking to poke back. What a punish here! That's the first thing you want to do in the lab against Liu Kang. Learn how to punish that amplified low fireball. Very, very unsafe on block, but you gotta be able to recognize it. You gotta be able to execute. Don't leave damage on the table. That's exactly what Hijinx is displaying right here for us.
Back to controlling the stage here is Unjust, and yeah, you can see him trying to take up space. But the jump in, yes, from Hijinx. And doing a ton of damage, as she does, before breakaway. Oh man, I feel like the mix-up has worked out every time for Unjust. No, but Hijinx pressed the buttons at the right time just to get out of there. Great little challenge. That's bad.
Oh, the spacing! Did you see that? Faking going like shoulder to shoulder. He stopped, waited for Jacqui to do something, and then MightyUnjust said, if she's gonna occupy this space right here, that means she moved forward, that means she's not blocking, and that means crushing blow. Big damage, and Hijinx knew it was not gonna make a difference whether he did the breakaway or not, so just decided, let me hold on to my bar for the last round. MightyUnjust looking incredible here. High shots going his way. Jacqui getting burned a little bit here. Free damage for the MightyUnjust, if you will. Challenging with probably the best string in the entire game. Stay on 1, 2, 3. Kang. I mean, it's plus, it's the damage, inconfirmable. I mean, what else do you want here? Ducking right under the interactable. Big punch coming after the downward shot as Jacqui ending it here with a crushing blow. Might not get a chance to do it any other time after this. So why not? Use the resource. Come off of it.
Absolutely.
And just try to secure this round. Neck and neck. These guys are coming down to the wire. Super sweat fest right before our eyes.
Hijinx has not pressed the button in so long. He's hoping to see what punch. Just that may have been the chance, and just didn't quite take it. Nothing after that, and then no confirm either.
Hold on. He's got fatal blow.
Played with both.
Got fatal blow. He needs 1 hit.
Hey, there it is. The confirm comes from MightyUnjust. Both of them, I do think, had chances towards the end of that round, but you could really tell how much sort of they were frozen, each one of them, even as they were moving around. Neither one wanted to take big bets. MightyUnjust takes the second game as well, so again, could be second place if he takes this one right now. Or first, we'll see.
Hey, oh, hold on, downward shot. Hijinx trying to secure that grand final spot, but no, man, you can go to the losers bracket. I'll stay here. Whoa, look at that movement right on top of the prone body of Liu Kang. Here comes the command grab, side switch. Now Liu Kang in control here. Jacqui up against the wall, up against the ropes here. Oh, swinging for the fences here. And they
there as well. But same thing from MightyUnjust. Oh, that was such a smart cancel in the air. And a little bit of a drop for Hijinx, but right back into it and takes the round on the strength of that. Very interesting to see how little Hijinx has challenged in about the 1/3 screen range. It's almost always been that he starts crushing from outside of that, or as a whiff punish. Which makes sense just based on the characters, right? Here we go.
I love that punish of the flying high kick. So you really got to think twice about where you're going to put that goop if you're Jacqui. So a lot of them like to do the air goop, a little bit harder to hit on the recovery. That's going to be 3 amplified bicycle kicks, so that crushing blow is locked and loaded if the MightyUnjust does find it. Breakaway to avoid a disastrous situation, but when you got no bar, you got no wake-up options, and the MightyUnjust is totally fine with that. Says, you know what? You're right, I should hold that crushing blow for the final round because I just need 1 more round here to take this 3-0 victory. So Hijinx, you gotta kick it up a notch. Looks like he's doing a great job of that. Good call out of the breakaway, getting him on top of that goop. Damage over time, DOT for days. Jacqui with a big jump in here over the other side. MightyUnjust trying to trip guard something. This is Hijinx running away with this. MightyUnjust with the very unsafe low fireball, but that does pan out. Woo! Call out of the forward roll. Big damage here thanks to that crushing blow.
The Liu Kang. The snowball.
Oh my
snowball
God.
character. Oh man.
How?
Rolling down the hill, all of a sudden that's an avalanche.
How? How did he make that comeback? I mean, it was just right decision after right decision. Called out the forward roll, hitting him in the air, going right into the fatal blow. MightyUnjust taking this 3-0 over Hijinx. Disco dancing his way into the grand finals, where he is the only player left with both of his tournament lives still intact. So he's got to lose 2 sets in order to lose this tournament. I mean, MightyUnjust, look.
Thoughts on the matches? I don't plan on losing at all today. Everyone I face today will know fear. Dude, that's pretty sick.
Hey, man.
And so far, the only person to have taken it from him was Hijinx, and that was, again, 3-2, very, very close.
Yeah, nail-biter, 1 decision away from determining win or loss. So yeah, I definitely get it. I love that he's diving into his character a little bit.
Right? Yeah.
Saibot, of course, the edge lord. So you gotta try to instill that fear any way you can. But right now, Bernanoni doing great with his wiggle stick, staying in that range. Now these are 2 characters that are gonna. I feel like they're fighting for very similar range. You know, mid-range, footsie-based characters, and they both have some pretty good full-screen presence, whether that's Saibot's teleport or Jade's air glaive, as you can see right there, punishing that fatal blow, which does reach from full screen.
I do think this is a tough one for Noob. The fact that Jade can phase through so much of what Noob likes to do in that mid-range just can make it tough, right? Now he has other tools. He can definitely play up close. He's got a couple of good strings. Well, high, right? He's got a fast mid. Like, he has other things, but the main game plan that he likes to do, I feel like Jade is pretty good at getting around.
I can see that.
We'll see though. I mean, look, first round goes to Abyss anyway.
Commentator's curse. What are you gonna do?
I know, yeah.
Oh,
Beautiful
teleport there. I mean, able to kind of recognize she took to the sky. You can't block in the air, so you're definitely susceptible to anything like that, especially something that auto tracks for you. Oh, that is an accidental breakaway. No way he wanted that. There was no combo potential in that at all. But you know what? You're just going to have to deal with it. You're not going to have bar for some time. Jade doesn't really have any damaging combos to break away from anyway, so what's the big deal? Backing off Abyss, trying to just stall as much as possible here. Jade closing in on that gap, trying to just block off the real estate. The movement here from Noob Saibot wakes up with the low buzzsaw here. Armor it up, make sure it does hit. It actually was an underwhelming amount of damage here. Oh, whiffed it right in front of him, but didn't punish.
And roll into buttons for Abyss. There was a period of
annoyance, that convenient damage for her that does tack up very, very easily. Wiggle stick, trying to make something happen here. Abyss getting that first hit, clipping with that down 3. Not close enough to challenge with any standing ties or anything like that, but able to go with 1-1-3, no problem punishing Jade. Oh, what a
check out how offensive Abyss is here. He's really moving forward a lot. Yeah, but I want to qualify that. Not just that he's going in Rago. I mean, he is walking forward up to a specific spot where he can anti-air as right forward 2 or something like that. Yeah, that was really, really well spaced, even while playing offense from Abyss.
Yeah. Super well spaced, and yeah, like you said, very aggressive. I mean, look where these guys are right now. Jade up against the wall, completely different scenario than we saw before, and Abyss is just doing a good job of mixing it up, you know, throwing different styles at your opponent to kind of keep them guessing, try to stay as unpredictable as possible, unconditional as possible. Oh, what a good spacing here, but doesn't confirm into anything, any kind of cancel. And that is very unfortunate. Every single one of those nitro kicks, very, very, very unsafe stuff.
But we've seen Bernanoni do well with that. Again, when we saw him before, he wasn't taking risks very often, but the ones he was taking were with the nitro kicks. And they were successful versus FullAuto almost every time. It's just that Abyss now has gotten an understanding of what those timings are. Totally different story as Abyss tries to back off. He does not want to press at all. He wants to run out the time on this.
Oh,
finally does do the MB.
He anticipated him not to amplify it, so he was trying to challenge there in that scenario. Big pole vault to get over the projectile, and Jade just jumping around like crazy. Unfortunately, Abyss's patience came back to bite him. dance, cancel right into the low, keep that aggression going here. Tries to go for some kind of throw miss mix, in my opinion. Instead of throwing towards the corner, decides to look for an escape failed out of this. What an air-to-air jump in one instantly to just stop anything your opponent's trying, but Jade able to get that purple stuff thanks to those super plus frames on a hit. Going right through, but he wasn't ready. He wasn't anticipating that, and it kind of caught him off guard. That could have been a very bad spot there for Abyss. So he is very lucky to come out of that situation alive. Oh, wait, Clone? Yeah, Clone goes to purple stuff?
That's what it seemed, yeah.
Yeah, I saw the string, the portions of the string go through the purple stuff. Good block!
Yeah. We got desperation. And exploded! Alright.
Aggressive. He's not being, you know, too antsy. Just kind of waiting for the opportunity. Big teleport there, recognizing Jade took to the sky. Easy punish, easy damage for him. Stopping that overhead, very slow overhead, right in its tracks, down 3. Oh, gets the punish here from downtown, able to break away to avoid a little bit of damage, but not really much in my opinion. So it's going to be a very costly breakaway for Jade.
So, boy, this is a chance, yes. So we're finally going to see a situation where Burn Oni is the one who has a significant life. What does he do with that is the question. Helios into the Amplify, but immediately Abyss. Almost there on the life lead, he's got it. Look at that. For 5 seconds, Burn Oni had the life lead.
Waves all over the place, trying to just chip away at anything. The Nitro Kick's so scary! Oh, so scary. And the last thing Bernanoni expected there, after that whiff over the back roll, he did not expect that throw, and that was the right call out here from Abyss. And off the skin of his teeth, does get that round. That was very, very close. Good flawless block to get the tides back in your favor here. Bernanoni able to keep it nice and safe thanks to that devious dance. Didn't amplify it there, and Abyss wasn't ready to swing as soon as possible. Whoa, hold on a second. Some kind of little conversion here. What a punish thanks to that that flawless block from Abyss. Ducks under the throw, but not close enough for the stand one punish. Staggers into throw. Jade in a world of hurt right now. Resources completely cut off. Completely immobile at this point. Down to absolutely nothing. This is all Abyss, and Abyss taking this here 3-0 over Bernanoni.
These last two sets for Abyss, this one, the one before where he took out Semiij. Two of the strong.
Round 1. Fight.
Last time when they played, it was back and forth. It was game 1 to Abyss, then it was Hijinx, then it was Hijinx, then it was Abyss, right? Ultimately, again, won by Hijinx, but it was back and forth a lot of the time. And already we're seeing that here as well, even in these first opening seconds.
Yeah, with the wake-up buttons coming and the immediate health deficit for Abyss. And would you look at that? Just lands a punish in the corner. Now we're all tied up. The pressure is on. Here comes the 1-1 mix. And he just down-2 through it, Dave.
And gets the corner afterwards. Very, very smart combo choice.
Just another free win.
What's momentum? What is momentum? Survey says, I don't know.
And you got some characters like this who are pumping out 300 or 400 damage pretty often. Yeah, you can get that stolen very, very tough.
How clean have Abyss's anti has been with those shadows. Well, that we saw in this play, I can't even make a sentence before someone gets hit by a 40% combo. Dude, what's going on?
Right back in here.
Going down.
Yeah, this is really. Oh, try it again. The OS into more pressure.
Ooh, the
Looking
big
for
stuff
the
right there.
break. Yep.
Patience by Abyss. And Hijinx was kind of having, he spent a lot of time in their previous engagement figuring out, beautiful, how to open up Abyss, and he started doing the throws rather late in this set. We'll see how the adjustment goes, but that's going to be all she wrote for this game. And it was about what I expected, the back-to-back heavy blows. No, Jacqui pressure really is all about sometimes being right on when she allows your turn to be in that pressure.
Oh no! Wow, but catches the opponent moving in. A little armor break into extra damage. Just like that though, Hijinx is right back in. Now no defensive bar to have close super jumps left. So Abyss maybe a little bit less concerned. Yeah, that's smart.
Oh boy. Hijinx was like, man, I should have let that one rip, but that's been the mind game. Abyss has been good on reacting with the up shadows, and he's trying to bait them with those early cancels, and that's some big damage. No breakaway available. If the execution is good, that health bar is out of here.
And that was started on him challenging at minus frames too, which I love to see. He was calling out Hijinx, picking up a little bit more on the plate that he could chew.
Early use there, got him on the air-to-air. Hijinx on the offensive. Oh! Just the jump got Abyss to press right there, and he reacted. Next one for Hijinx, he just catches a whip punish. Putting out those big old normals of Noob Saibot, where the shadow is active, but he is not. And that's why you see a lot of whip punishes with that bad boy. Oh! It's a no-fly zone.
But you do have to make the call that she's not going to stop in midair, and I think that's why Hijinx is able to then approach, having shown, hey, maybe I'll cancel this. You don't know. The patience from Abyss, you can sense he does not want to press buttons until he knows it's right.
Woo! What? Oh! I don't think I've ever seen that before. He gets the jump over. Had the teleport buffered, and Abyss ties us up at a game to piece. And this combo is still going, cementing the victory. Two big back-to-back reads there in the corner.
That same kind of back and forth that we saw again, first time that they played. He's going to take even more time to think about it here as we go into the friendship.
Noob Saibot wins.
That's where you can actually kind of be semi-comfortable against Jacqui, pressing buttons, you know, and that's right. Oh my goodness, don't even know what I was just talking about because I just saw the sniper out of the air. Holy crap.
Taken out of your brain when you see something like that, yeah. Oh, wow. Taking a hard read right there with Hijinx and cost him his defensive bar. Wow. Was that OS actually?
Looked like it, and he went through some stuff there. We go up and down 4, and she does a lot of damage. Put him on life, put himself. Aggression. The aggression to press there, it takes a lot. It takes a lot of cojones.
Any hit confirm is going to do it. Abyss knows that and doesn't want to take the risk. There it is, and he waited until the other side so he could get the correct input. Very nice.
He's been on point with us, and probably the best I've ever seen execute, you know, because the option's always been there, but it's been, you know, the player's execution and read of the opponent, and he's been on it tonight. Ooh, tried to stagger the ones. That 50-50's been super effective, and Hijinx had been respecting it an awful lot. Finally opened that up, and he calls out the throw, too. The counter adjustment himself is going to tie us up here. Look at this damage if he doesn't drop it. Oh, what? What?
That's more than half of Jacqui's life, by the way.
I completely forgot that he hits that hard too.
Yeah. Taylor, if he gets the right situation. Ah, it seems strange to start from. They both had similar ideas. Hoping for the chip out, it wasn't enough. And that might kill.
He actually just two-tapped her, David. That was one combo, two combo. GG's, big fan. I got the lead. Have a nice day. Whoa!
Yeah, those two combined, that was about 9 to 10 damage. Honestly, like, just those two. Again, she has 950. Wow.
I like how Abyss is prolonging this as much as possible by ending with a fatal blow in the last game. Like, into a fatal, and then we get the fade.
Round 1.
It's gonna add a little bit of mind games up close, and then you've got the low.
Already shown.
It's gonna be really
none came.
important to note that when Abyss is right. Oh no! Wait. I expected it to work.
Yeah,
oh no! I don't know what's going on anymore.
Don't get me! No!
Oh boy, here we go. Oh, another one.
He's just not spending the game.
No, he's trying to up shadow.
Like the thing
oh, no.
You know what to do, right? Question is just, do you make the right guess on it? Like, that's all that is.
He has the health lead though. Okay.
Well, each time there's 100 damage, it's not actually that much. If she wants to spend AB, if she gets enough in a row, if she wants to spend bar, there it is, finally sticking around.
You will suffer.
That was a mix-up on top of a mix-up. That was no delay, no movement,
hilarious.
right down on top of you, and
Right.
truly in the mix. Oh, there we go!
Oh, so there is a timing with this works. Okay.
Just gotta be right on it. It's really similar to a lot of moves that counter that, is you still gotta guess on when she drops.
Right, yeah.
Found a similar answer in Total's Burst, and the same thing, you still gotta keep guessing here on those Shokan size 11s coming down from the sky.
The question is, can you dash out of it? No! Oh, get away! Oh my god, just guessing wrong 100 times in a row.
Okay.
This time, hey, why not? Why not, right? Would have been armor if that had been And now he's in space. He's trying to get away. You can see he's trying to read these. Is it going to be the delay or not? Is it going to be a different direction or not? Amplify for the kill. It's not enough yet. Again. And got it with the no delay. The fast one this time.
Oh, and message sent right back at it.
Absolutely.
You know what? I half expected that because of the fatal blow earlier. Oh man, that really is trying to get under your opponent's skin. And this Fujin.
Fight.
And we've seen Fujin be an okay answer for this. There.
No. Okay, out of there is Hijinx. Oh no, the error, surely. Interesting. Okay.
What a trade! How do you know? Wow. Rarely see that string out of Sheeva as well. Was that her 4-3-3? The mids. Wow.
Wow, what an anti-air. Yeah, this.
The reaction.
Oh no! Oh no! They had the same ideas, but one after the other.
He thought that.
The chick! What a
He went all the way! Oh no! Only because Abyss held it forever! He put himself in such recovery to have to deal with that all over again in match point for Hijinx.
Oh, what an all-out put. He actually threw it in the sky again. Here it is, having to run in the sky a little bit. Yes. Wow, what a call-out.
Ooh, a lot of whipping right there. I think that Hijinx put in a flawless block, something right there, and all kinds of more shenanigans happening. Double match point. The pick from Abyss looking a lot better that time around. Not giving Hijinx a lot of room to breathe in that round, and look at the payoff.
Oh, it's a big chance for the punish. He doesn't fly. The bleed.
Ooh, nice delay there by Abyss. Got him an entire string. 1-2.
Oh, very nice by Abyss. He's starting to figure this out in terms of timings.
Yeah, this is a pocket character. He doesn't break out an awful lot, and it's getting better as we play here. Huge health lead. No breakaway for Hijinx. Puts him on life alert 38. He
Yeah,
comes
what
up
else would
with
it
the
be?
back quad. The mids. Nothing to worry about. Slices her in half. Abyss making the comeback happen and getting revenge on that first loss. Like I said.
Feels like every character in this game.
Fight.
It's Grand Finals of week number 4 for MKPK North America East.
Woo! Boy, Abyss is anti-airs. It doesn't matter the character. He's anti-aired Sheeva, he's anti-aired. Upgraded Jacqui all night long. Wow. How about someone's got those reactions down? Oh, in the mix too. Showing very early on that there's implemented a little bit of short hop shenanigans.
Ooh, the back and forth into slide, very tricky stuff. We have not yet seen a down up at all from Unjust.
Round 2. Fight.
Maybe now.
Oh.
He tried it. Oh,
He definitely tried to
Nope.
stop right there.
This said nope. Abyss says no to all of them.
Hold on.
Why did you
Hold on a
there?
second.
You thought this was gonna work? You thought you could do whatever you want?
That's the dragon charge right there. The shield bash. Whatever faster reversals. One of us picked specifically for perhaps Noob, Saibot, or this. Some trickier punishes. It's not probably been allowed an awful lot. That's the answer for the drop. With a skywalk of his own, a lot of whiffs.
Yeah, no
Bar for the lead though.
The follow-up, yeah, exactly. So this takes a little bit of control, tries to get out of there. Okay, stay away. Even the fireball is an issue at this point. Can't get hit by it.
Oh my
Double
goodness!
fist! He pulled it out. Shimmy. The man was shimmying from half screen right there.
You cannot test him. He was 4 for 4 on those anti. I don't even know. I don't even know.
What do you do if you're Sheeva at that range? Right? A dragon stance plus enhanced dragon drop. So we have the Sheeva loadout that's a little bit more common. Yeah, there you go.
Whoa! Abyss looking like this is his choice for Sheeva. Even seeing the anti-stance play. Which I don't know.
Total sense too. Woo!
There's the good stuff though.
I'm just hanging out there.
I think that'll convert it. Ooh, no
Oh,
left
timing
by
though.
Unjust.
It is applied, so. No. Just the stance?
How many of those did he flawless block? I think he flawless blocked a couple of those. I didn't see any chip.
Yeah, there was one. Tried to steal a turn. Oh, Abyss alive. If he finds the right hit right now, he can still take it. Yeah, especially now. He finds one more. Big call out.
I don't know if that was execution, a hard read on wake up anything. He wanted to put.
Right.
He literally put a cyclone of active frames out there though. That's what made me think it's a read. It was.
Yeah, me too.
I just watched the movie Twister. Is Helen Hunt? No one's getting that reference. I'll tell you that.
Sheeva holding on for dear life to her belt. A little bit damage on this. The slow one, the amplified.
There are a lot of mind games behind that amplifier. Did that curve?
Oh.
What in the world? Oh,
Well, I mean, there's the like parabolic one that she can toss. Yeah.
that amplifier one's got some mind games behind it too, where she can like combo into the stomp and get some nastiness off of it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. There's a super obnoxious, basically KO setup. Yeah. There you go.
Ooh.
Dragon Stance takes great effect as the Mighty Unjust, tying it up 1-1.
Just going for maximum effort here.
Really, the name of the game for Abyss is to try to control, this range. I'm not surprised to see him try to slide in like that. Try to get things started, because at this range, he's been kept out. Yes.
Ooh, that was a big read on the first one too.
Right, looking for Skywalker or something.
Looking for the position reversal. Oh, mix-ups. We're stopping. Lead is such a good thing to put on Fujin, who's going to be moving 90% of the time. Reach the cancel there.
And no wake up after all. But if Abyss finds the next hit, he can definitely do this. Will there be? What do you think I knew jump was supposed to be? Was that supposed to be a regular jump, or was that supposed to be a down up? Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. No, he didn't get there. Oh, and Unjust is gonna. Woo! If that had been dive kick out of this, do you think he meant to do closer up there? I think he thought he was closer.
You will suffer.
In any case, Unjust ends up taking a round where Abyss had quite a bit of control for a little while at least.
Jump kick there. Abyss recognizing that, take the turn. Are the negative frames in? Oh no! Reached for the sky. But that's one of those most purely up hurt boxes on an up two. Just flexed on us for a second.
got a lot of strength as a character, but that defensive option in that kind of situation is definitely not one. However, now she's got the corner again.
Nice.
The whip punish, yes, it was actually. And Unjust has some work to do, but certainly can. Overhead. I just cannot believe that the low is coming yet again.
Great. Good recovery though. This is text tonight have been juicy.
You are no challenge.
He's still in this.
Final round. Fight.
That's like you set in a position with your mid-round taunt as well. Out of the sky.
Nice, I love it.
Disgusting. Just the immediate answer though. He's been right in a lot of situations on the drag and drop.
So there's a challenge. We've seen him attempt it. This time it finally did. At least trade for him. Building some offense out of that. However, this range game, he's got... Oh! Beautiful. Unjust is gonna just bet it on. He's gonna bet it on this. I feel like we're gonna see him go... No! Is he gonna try it again? Yes! You could tell that was what in his mind, it was like, well, this hasn't really been working out. I gotta try something.
He brought the deep freeze, which means that he's going to do forward 2 at some point. And that's what tells me that the aggression might be coming. Because usually he actually doesn't pick deep freeze. He goes for the more, again, methodical moves of Sub-Zero. The creeping ices, the really everything else. I've said Geras.
Well, he does have creeping ice as well. Yeah, there it is. Now he gets to snowball a little bit. Yeah, this is where Unjust wants to be. He's really making quick work of this round.
Woo! And there's the forward 2 coming in hot.
Pretty cool to save the KB as well in that combo. So he's looking strong right now, and he gets to start out at a range where Antair is going to be on deck. But no, instead of this, forward normal. Interesting little counter there. Okay. Oh man, Abyss cannot get away. Ooh! Yep, that's what I'm
Not
talking
at
about.
all. Big damage there. And this was a little bit of a surprise, but once, oh my goodness.
That's
Once I
so
saw
smart.
deep freeze, I had a feeling that he was just gonna go find something new.
Fight.
So you can see the comfort that, oh nice, you can see the comfort that Abyss has going back to this. Feeling a little bit more strong interruption. Right back into it, not dissuaded from it with Unjust. Very nice. Ooh.
Nice position. He's been mixing so well here. Even got him with the stagger. That's going to be that entire health bar. Abyss on reset point here. Never count out a character that can do this much damage. That's for dang sure.
Round 2.
You can see Unjust wanted to get in there with the forward 2 a couple of times. Just got interrupted by Noob. No.
Oh. Aggression. Wow. Abyss has not been afraid to challenge back against anyone, any character. He'll wake up buttons. He will check you on reversal. No fear.
What an anti-air! However, Unjust comes in. He's going to get the side switch on this as he loads. Hoping to find something there with an enhanced ice ball.
Needs to be careful whiffing against Sub-Zero. That slide could be buffered at any time. Ooh, the 4-4 this time around.
Yeah, and he hasn't done anything else since then. Okay, here it is. Finally. Wow, what reactions! Or just betting? I don't know. That was so fast at the reactions.
Yeah, I think he was already predetermined with the jump back. So all he had to do was look for down up, right? Or all he had to do was maybe hold down, look for something, and press up.
No
Really
bar,
well.
though.
It's about to be reset. It's fatal blow. It's Sub-Zero.
Oh, yeah.
Don't
I'm
be
just
panic.
scheming. There it is! With the low slide. That's the reset from Abyss.
French.
3-2
reset.
another game 5 on the board for Abyss.
Round 1. Fight.
Gonna be tough for him to deal with any of this full screen here. The low ground pound is what's so crucial against Noob Saibot because he, I don't, if I'm not mistaken, he can't teleport either. He has to hold it.
Right, yeah.
Similar to the ground.
The high, the teleport to high. And
Exactly.
There are things that will duck underneath it, yeah. Okay, well, that's one way to do it.
Right there.
Yeah, there's that range where certainly Noob can have a lot of say. It's about this range. But then outside of that spot, you begin to see, okay, he made the read here, and he was right. Okay, what a pickup, and it's enough, just barely.
That one teleport kind of changed everything. It got him in.
Fight.
He's able to keep that pressure going until the round just ended. Beautiful stuff. Unjust amplifying it for the extra pushback. Definitely wants that breathing room. Just active frames for you. Low pound, not as frequent as I would have expected here early on. Unjust is playing this a lot. He's playing it a lot closer.
Ho ho! Very confident on the spot and bringing in the string. Now we have Unjust controlling the corner a little bit anyway. He backs off. Look at this back and forth. As soon as he knew the opponent was going to jump, he went right back in there for the anti-air. Taxing some chip and ready for the escape. What a round by Unjust.
Final round. Fight.
All about that control. His mama nature here. They're the ground pounds. Now he might play us a little bit slower. Now he's got the health lead here. A round up. And look at that. Change things up immediately. Even I would have gotten mixed up.
Ooh,
Go with
I think I was a back dash.
But he doesn't have the launching one here. I think that he bet on teleport not being such a big factor. That's why he didn't bring the launching. And would you look at that, he landed 2 teleports here, and what damage could have been. Now he's throwing this, what in the world? These ticked out,
Yo, that was sick! Oh, wow.
Oh, man! It was unfortunate that he dropped it, but that was godlike.
Ooh, Unjust is getting a little frisky with the forward dashes. The walking forward here, he's looking for the opponent to back off. Abyss did no such thing. She has failed. Abyss knows! And not quite there on the whip punish with the KB string.
They're in time. Oh, just dancing out here is Unjust. With the health deficit, trying to fish something to react with Fatal Blow, and he finally teleported in a little too close and bringing the stance either, which is the only game he won. Well, I'm really confused now. He didn't even break the one he won with. He went back to the first one that he lost with. That's confidence.
Whoa! You have to think of those as risks for the Sheeva as well. Yeah, I know that it's annoying, for sure. But each time she does it, her payoff is 100 or 150. And her guessing wrong is potentially, you know, hundreds of damage, especially versus Kollector. Wow! Big read. Not something that we've seen very often with this.
Ooh, this is a dangerous spot for Bleed. Oh, this is a really beautiful call out.
Bored with you.
Round
Went for the
2.
immediate straight shot check. I think that all of us read Stomp right there. Every single one of us.
Tried to dash out at the last second, not quite. Are we gonna run the table on it? No! Yeah, I think this pick is curious. I don't know, I mean, here he is with the life lead, but will this work out? It does, okay.
Yep. 320. I feel pretty confident after that. Ooh, the pushback on that. Remember I was talking about him bringing that shield dash for some interesting punishes? He got one right there.
Dude. And he's got a big life lead. And that's gonna do it on Chip. Yeah, all right. Hey, I'll shut up. Because that was game by MightyUnjust 1-1. And looking pretty will of counter picks began in Abyss's favor. And if it continues like that, Abyss will ultimately win the first to 3. Or that's kind of how whoever wins the counter pick circle.
Yes.
If you win first, then you end up taking it in the end if it goes like that. So, I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see if Unjust can do it.
He was able to make really big reads on those stomps earlier, calling out all the early ones really well with the immediate Skywalker into the kick. But a couple of mistimed ones on those, and you're going to be eating a stomp, so that's what a couple of those games came down to in the first engagement just moments ago.
What a call! Yo, the wake-up dash from Unjust, that was sick. And then no cancel, interesting. It's MightyUnjust taking the round.
My arms are stronger than your pride.
Now this would put Abyss in a situation if he falls here.
Yeah, what I said about the wheel of counter picks only works if whoever has their counter pick.
If the counter pick works.
Yeah.
Perfect again on that one. No breakaway. Just gonna eat an awful lot of damage, and more importantly, that massive corner carry.
Woo. Beautiful. Has that offensive bar, and yes, does spend it. Woo. No mix-ups here. Oh, what a call!
And the armor break. That he's dead. He's
Absolutely.
dead. Oh. And it's going to cover anything even outside of this Sheeva, I feel like, for Abyss. So if he's going to make this comeback happen, it's going to be here with Noob Saibot. Unjust has the 2-1 lead now. The game from taking this time.
What a block! Yes. Did have breakaway. The dash! Ooh! 2 in a row, correct.
3 times you're out here. And
It was early. The overhead this time.
has all day to hit confirm that string too.
Yeah.
And just right again. I think that adjusted a slight delay right there. I didn't see it 100%, so I was staring at Abyss. But he definitely got out of the startup of that. I woke up with it immediately. Now, tournament point for the MightyUnjust.
2-1 right now. Can Abyss make this pressure count? For a little bit, yes! With the KV string. Into the sky. Oh, it was the fast one!
That's the one that gets me every time too. Once I think I have a rhythm, if they let the early one rip, that's when it... It's looking good this round. Was trying to buffer.
Tried to
it
find the
again.
right timing. Not there. How many in a row? Tried it
like
again.
this.
I think the KV's ready to go.
And still takes the round because every time he was wrong, only 800 damage.
Final round.
That's the thing,
Yeah,
right?
one
It's
teleport
annoying.
works so
It's
far.
annoying, right? You're annoyed the whole time you get hit by it. But you also have to keep in mind, yeah, it's 100 damage. Except if he has
except for that one.
KV.
Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute.
Except if you get hit too many times without getting out of it. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, we're liars. It's only 100 and then 320.
I know, yeah, yeah. It's definitely good. There's no doubt about it.
I think we just got mixed up. I feel like you have to be perfect on that for it to work.
That looks really tough.
Was that only about wave dash I just saw?
Can you get away? No, Unjust. The bar, is that gonna do it?
That's gonna be all she wrote. Abyss looked like he tried to wake up with some buttons right there. Unjust shuts that down for a victory here in the pro competition week number 4, and it's gonna boost him up in points as he came in tied for 4th with Kerbalicious. And with Show Off not in this top 8, Honeybee and Kombat not in this top 8, Unjust is gonna make a mighty big jump. And he's gonna be in 3rd place now, just under Honeybee.